Scene script. How much do you really know about venomous snakes? Welcome to a journey into the world of these fascinating yet potentially dangerous creatures. Venomous snakes, a group of reptiles that have intrigued and petrified us for millennia, are spread across the globe. Each species unique to its habitat, from the deserts of North America to the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia, from the Australian outback to the African savanna, these slithering creatures have made their homes in a wide range of geographical locations. Venomous snakes are an integral part of our ecosystem, playing crucial roles in controlling rodent populations and maintaining the balance of nature. However, their venom, a tool they use primarily for hunting and self-defense, can pose a significant threat to humans if not handled with respect and caution. Now, you might be wondering, why should I bother about venomous snakes? I don't live near any of their habitats. Here's the thing. You'd be surprised to learn how many regions around the world have venomous snakes. Even if you don't encounter them in your daily life, you might come across them while hiking, camping, or traveling. So understanding these creatures, knowing their behaviors, and recognizing their presence can be invaluable. But it's not all doom and gloom. By understanding these creatures, we can learn to respect their space and coexist safely. After all, venomous snakes aren't out to get us. Most snake bites occur when humans unknowingly step too close or attempt to handle them. By knowing more about their habits, habitats, and warning signs, we can prevent unnecessary harm to both us and them. Remember, we share this world with these remarkable creatures. As such, it's essential to understand and appreciate the roles they play in our environment. And as we'll explore in the upcoming segments, knowing how to identify venomous snakes, prevent encounters, and respond to snake bites can make all the difference. Knowledge is the first line of defense against venomous snakes. Recognize before you react. Do you know how to identify a venomous snake? Identifying venomous snakes can be a complex task, as there's a wide range of species, each with their own unique characteristics. However, there are some general traits and behaviors you can look out for to help distinguish them from their non-venomous counterparts. Firstly, let's talk about physical characteristics. Venomous snakes often have a more triangular-shaped head compared to non-venomous species, which tend to have a rounder head. This is due to the venom glands located on either side of the snake's head. Secondly, take note of the snake's pupils. Many venomous snakes have vertical elliptical pupils, similar to a cat's eyes, while non-venomous snakes mostly have round pupils. However, this is not a foolproof method, as there are exceptions. Next up, the scales. Venomous snakes usually have single row of scales after the anal plate, while non-venomous snakes typically have a double row. Now let's move on to behavioral traits. Venomous snakes often exhibit defensive behaviors when threatened. For instance, rattlesnakes shake their iconic rattles, cobras flare their hoods, and cottonmouths open their mouths wide to display the cotton-white interior. However, it's important to remember that these are general guidelines and there can be exceptions. For example, not all venomous snakes have triangular heads or elliptical pupils. Some non-venomous snakes may also exhibit defensive behaviors similar to venomous ones. Given these complexities, the safest approach is to treat all snakes as potentially venomous if you're unsure. Don't try to handle them or provoke them. Instead, give them the respect and space they deserve. Knowledge is power, but caution is key. Misidentification can lead to dangerous situations, so it's always better to err on the side of caution when dealing with snakes. So, to wrap it up, identifying venomous snakes involves looking at a mix of physical characteristics and behaviors, but it's not always clear-cut. And remember, when in doubt, give snakes the space they need. So, how do you minimize the risk of a venomous snake encounter? Well, it starts with understanding that snakes, venomous or not, usually prefer to avoid humans. They often only strike when they feel threatened or cornered. So let's discover some ways to reduce our chances of stumbling upon these slithering creatures. First off, dress appropriately. If you're venturing into areas known for snake activity, cover up. Long pants and boots that go above the ankle can provide an extra layer of protection. And while it might not be the height of fashion, snake gaiters or guards can be a true lifesaver. Second, maintain a clean campsite. Snakes are attracted to places where they can find food and shelter, so keep your camping area tidy. Store food securely and dispose of your trash properly. A clean campsite is not just a good camping practice, it's a deterrent for snakes. Next, be aware of your surroundings. If you're in the great outdoors, keep an eye out for areas where snakes might like to hang out. That could be under rocks, in tall grass, or near water. Avoid reaching into crevices or holes where you can't see. A snake might be hiding there. Remember, snakes are more active during warmer weather and at night, so exercise extra caution during these times. And don't forget, snakes can swim, so always look before you leap into that tempting body of water. Also, consider carrying a snake bite kit if you're heading into snake country. While they won't replace professional medical help, they can buy you crucial time in case of a bite. And finally, respect wildlife. If you come across a snake, give it plenty of room and leave it alone. Most snake bites occur when people try to handle or kill snakes. So, there you have it. Dress appropriately, maintain a clean campsite, be aware of your surroundings, and respect all wildlife. Simple, right? But these simple steps can make a huge difference. Prevention is key when it comes to dealing with venomous snakes. What should you do if you or someone else is bitten by a snake? First and foremost, it's crucial to stay calm. Yes, easier said than done, but remember that panic can accelerate the spread of venom through the body. So take a deep breath and try to stay as still as possible. Next, call for medical help immediately. Dial your country's emergency number and explain the situation clearly. Be ready to provide information about the snake if possible, but don't attempt to catch it for identification. This is a job best left to professionals. While waiting for medical help, position yourself or the bite victim so that the bite area is at or below heart level. This can help slow down the venom's journey towards the heart. If you can, try to immobilize the bitten area with a splint or bandage, but avoid tying it too tight as it might restrict blood flow. Now, time for some don'ts. Don't attempt to suck out the venom by mouth. This is a common myth that can actually lead to more harm than good. Similarly, avoid using a tourniquet or applying ice to the wound. These methods can potentially increase damage to the tissue. Also, resist the urge to wash the bite area. While it may feel instinctive to clean a wound in this case, it might wash away valuable venom traces that medical professionals could use to identify the snake and administer the right anti-venom. Lastly, don't consume food or drink, especially alcohol or caffeine. These substances can speed up your body's absorption of the venom. One more thing to remember is that time is of the essence. Even if you're unsure whether the snake was venomous or not, it's better to err on the side of caution and seek medical help right away. So, to sum things up, stay calm, seek immediate medical help, keep the bite area at or below heart level, and avoid the common missteps that could worsen the situation. In a snakebite situation, your actions can make a difference. So, let's recap what we've learned about venomous snakes. Understanding these reptiles is essential, not just for the sake of knowledge, but for our safety as well. We've discovered that venomous snakes come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, making them a fascinating aspect of our natural world. However, this diversity also presents a challenge when it comes to identifying them. We've talked about several key identification tips, such as observing the snake's head shape, eye pupils, and the presence of a pit between the eyes and nostrils. Remember, these are general guidelines and there can be exceptions. Therefore, it's always wise to maintain a safe distance from any snake, venomous or not. We also dived into preventive measures that can protect us from unwanted encounters with venomous snakes. Dressing appropriately when venturing into snake habitats, being aware of our surroundings, and avoiding provoking any snake we come across are all effective strategies. Moreover, we discussed the importance of snake-proofing our homes, especially if we live in areas known for snake activity. This can be achieved by sealing off potential entry points and maintaining a clean and clutter-free yard, as snakes often seek shelter in piles of debris or thick vegetation. In the unfortunate event of a snakebite, we learned the importance of staying calm, seeking immediate medical attention, and avoiding traditional remedies that often do more harm than good. Remember, every minute counts in such scenarios, and the right actions can significantly increase the chances of a full recovery. In conclusion, while venomous snakes might seem intimidating, understanding them and knowing how to act around them can significantly reduce the risks they pose. It's all about respect and coexistence. After all, snakes play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems, and our fear should never overshadow their importance. Stay safe and remember, respect for nature includes all its creatures, even those that might seem scary at first glance.